as of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick, and the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric.
And what a start to the season he's had. 10 touchdowns through the first 2 weeks. But we want to start playing the game of what kind of pace is he on, because it is a long year. But at the very least, he's got to be the front runner for NFL Offensive Player of the Month for September.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Phil. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Not a big window to head there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Fourth down. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try to find a way to get the home crowd back early.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 17 carries, 57 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So one possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. It's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to back throw.
Hey, he turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Looking to throw on second down. Williams. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
This is brought in at the 21. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. And out and out come the Eagles. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing is Hurts. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Broncos will take over on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Williams throw caught here by Dulcich. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Off play action. Williams. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Trying to find Greg Dulcich there, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them, and if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Now Williams on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Out here, the new campaign, and the Broncos have broken the tie. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's who loved the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they... Extra point try now for Patterson. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Matty, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Jalen Carter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second,